Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So we are still in the UK in search of graduate opportunities, fully funded scholarships. So, as I usually say, if someone tells you that there are no full scholarships in the UK, just direct them to this channel because here they have several fully funded opportunities, several UK universities, and different departments. So, today we are at the University of Portsmouth in search of, as usual, full scholarships. We'll also be looking at their English language requirements and how to get waivers from writing tests like the IELTS or the TOEFL. So let's begin without any further delay, shall we? So we're starting today with the English language requirements. And as you know, many of these universities require you to take one of these exams, the TOEFL or the IELTS or the alternatives. But these exams are often quite expensive and take a lot of time to practice for them and things like that. So in case you cannot afford the exam, in case you do not have time to practice for them, there are other things you could do to get a waiver. Of course, after this English language requirement, we'll be looking at the scholarships themselves because you have to have this in place first before you can think about actually applying for a course or applying for a scholarship. So these countries are exempt from producing the English language requirements. And it's a very short list. There are several other countries students studying in English language that are not from these countries. So what do you do if your country is not on this list? Just scroll down a little bit. There are some other requirements that they accept. So you can see this tab here, worldwide English qualifications. You can click on it and check. If you do not have any of these qualifications, you can also go to your relevant continent. So I'm going to Africa and checking for the qualifications accepted from applicants from the continent. So already I can see the West African Senior Secondary School certificate examination. Unfortunately, that is the exam taken by most um, high school students in West Africa, including Ghana, Nigeria, I think Liberia, and a number of other countries as well. So check for your own country, and hopefully, if you have these qualifications already, one of these qualifications, you get your English test waived. And also pay attention to the instruction given. So here you can see you submit this certificate and a scratch card. Those who have taken this exam know exactly what it is all about. I can see another extra exam here for the Nigerian students called NECO for short. And this is the grade they accept. And of course, bring a scratch card as well. So check for your own country if you're not from Nigeria. And if you're not from Africa, of course, you can also check for, like if you're from India, I think there is one here for India as well. And if your country is not on the list, of course, you can engage with the university, send them an email and say, hey, I studied in the English language. This is a proof. Can I get my English test waived? So that is it for English test waivers. Let's go to the opportunities themselves. So this is the official website for the different opportunity scholarships here. You can see them PhD scholarships, but do not worry. You might say, oh, I do not have a master's already. Do I qualify for them? For a number of the opportunities we'll be looking at today, you can move directly from a BSc to a PhD. That's directly from a bachelor's to a PhD in most cases. And we'll be looking at those opportunities together today. So you can see the list of different departments here, and you can see funded projects. So these are PhD opportunities, and most times their topics, their scope have often been chosen already by the supervisors. So what you need to do now is to just read through them, see the topics, see the scope, and see how your own background aligns with the areas already chosen. So you can see architecture, area studies, art and design. So we'll be looking at some of them for the sake of an illustration. So this is about microplastic enzymes and biodegradation. Let's see what it contains. So for this one, the deadline is April 3rd, and you can see the money here. That's the stipend you get, over 17,000. There's also an extra contribution towards consumables conference of £1,500, and it covers your tuition. You can see here that there's no distinction between home and international students. And so it's a good thing. It means it's open to both home and international students. If it's just home students, you see home written here. So there's no distinction here. That means you do not have to worry if you're an international student, except otherwise stated in some other part of this website. So the general application requirements. So here it says you need a minimum of a first degree from an internationally recognized university. Yeah. And it said or a master's degree. So or is not, that means it's not compulsory, but it's good. So if you have a master's degree, it's an extra boost to your application, but it is not compulsory. And here they also mentioned the English language requirements. But we've talked about this already. You can get a waiver if you do not have this exam. So if you have a bachelor's degree in biology, you might want to take a look at this. If you have a master's degree already in biology, you might also want to take a look at this. So you can look at the special requirements as well. And then here it says the first class or upper second class or a good master's degree in a related field. Information here is very clear. You are encouraged to contact, I think this is the supervisor in charge, and then application form, fill the application form. I think you have to contact the professor in charge, then probably he or she gives you a go ahead that yes, you have the qualifications, you have the skills, and then you proceed to apply, attaching your CV, reference letters, degree certificates, a statement of purpose, and other things like that. So, in case you need details on how to put these documents together, like the CV, the recommendation letters, statement of purpose or personal statement, just come to my channel here, go to home on my channel, just scroll down a little, and here you will see letter of motivation, statement of purpose, research proposal. So these videos will teach you how to compile those documents, even how to send an email to a professor. Remember, we're told here to contact this professor. So how do you go about it? So you can watch this video. Where is the video once again? You can watch this video on how to contact professors. This one is how to write an academic CV. There is one here on statement of purpose. You can see it here, statement of purpose. So all the materials you need essentially are already on the video. You just go to the home page and you get what you need. So of course there are several other departments here, and check whether a master's is needed or not. Some departments might want you to have a master's. Others will say, oh, it's not compulsory, like the one we looked at already. So this is architecture, for instance. And we can see the stipend. We can see it is the tuition. You can see the extra contribution you get. So once again, you can scroll down to check if there's any other bit of information, like the applications requirements. So here it says first degree from internationally recognized university, and here it said and a master's degree. So for this one, you probably need a master's degree. But if you have equivalent professional experience or qualification, the masters might be waived. So you can see the difference between this one and the one we saw in the biology department. So it is necessary to pay attention to the individual application requirements of each course. This one might also require you to contact the supervisor. This one even says something about a research proposal. So in case you do not know what a research proposal is or you need help on how to write it, there is also guidance here on my channel. I think there's one I shared here on the research proposal. So you can watch that one as well and you'll be fine. So most of the things you need already on this channel is just whether you are able to, take the pain of searching out these things and working on them diligently. So of course, also pay attention to the deadline. So there are several others here. We can't look at all of them, of course, but just see which ones align with your interest, align with your background. Remember, you're also checking for those for international students. Of course, if you are an international student, and check for the ones that are just for home students. So this one also says doesn't make the distinction between home and international students. The amount is the same, but there's a little bit more here when it comes to the contribution towards field work. There's even more here for conferences and training. So this is good. And I think this is at the business school, I believe. Yeah, this is at the business school. And I think you want to take advantage of this if you're interested. And of course, check the applications requirements and see what you need to provide to be eligible for this scholarship. And I think that's it, guys, for today. Just to water your appetite up about the different funding opportunities still open. You can see the deadline, the 3rd of April. And you might want to check the deadline for the different courses as well. Probably there's another course there with an earlier deadline or a later deadline. We do not know. So it's good you check. And as usual, guys, I cannot wait to celebrate you. So there are already several materials on my channel on fully funded scholarships. In case this one doesn't catch your fancy, or in case you want to apply for more opportunities, of course, there are several other videos on this channel already. You can see this yourself. So there's this one at Sheffield. There is this one in Germany. There is this one in London, I believe. There is one in Scotland, another one in the UK, another one in the UK, Belgium, UK, lots of opportunities here. Australia as well, Ireland as well, Canada as well. So please catch at least one, and we'll be shouting your name in a few months' time and celebrating your success. You can also interact with our community tab. I asked a poll recently about your current application status. Have you applied and have you been accepted? Did you apply and you were rejected? Have you applied at all? Because there are a number of people who have not applied yet, and some people have applied and are waiting outcome. So, which group did you fall? Which group are you? Please tell us through the polls. And as usual, guys, I would see you at the top sooner than later. Bye bye for now, and utilize the numerous scholarships already shared on this channel. Cheers.